Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your Farming Simulator 17 mod contest spotlight where I've got the walking speed set way too high. Today we are looking at the Annaburger trailer pack, which I completely forgot to take a thumbnail for, so there we go. Take the thumbnails before the videos because they're all set up there nice and neat. So in this pack you get a trailer and a bunch of add-ons for it. If I go into tippers here, you get the HTS 22.79 base transporter, the tipper Superstructure, the Shubmax, I'm guessing the last word is Superstructure. It's kind of blocked out. There's also, I believe, no auger wagon. There is a Bale Superstructure here, a Bale trailer attachment for it. You also get a Manure Spreader and a slurry tank. Now, full disclosure, I am using an additional mod over here, placeable manure and slurry, just so that I can test those things out. So if something breaks, there's a likelihood it's going to be that. Looking at the models first, just while I'm attaching this up, it does look rather neat, although... Oh, that's a thing. Okay, so when you attach this trailer, you gotta press X to fold up the leg for some reason. I don't particularly know why, but that is a thing you have to do. So let's figure out how to attach this. We'll need the HUD back up. That looks like it's the right way around. Yes, it is. I'm guessing. Yeah, you gotta press X to fold and unfold the legs for some reason. Which I don't understand, but I'm guessing there's a good reason for it. We do have our bucket of grain ready to go to see what the the fill plane is like. The reason I'm using a bucket of grain is just for ease, because there's a bucket of grain over here. Interesting. It's got the same. It does have a minor issue, and I don't know if it's if that's down to the bucket or down to the trailer itself. Let's try tipping it. Tips reasonably well. It doesn't actually lift up by the looks of it. Let's just do a second tip here and see if it lifts. It does lift. It just emptied so fast that it didn't matter. Okay. So let's detach this trailer because we know it works now. And you've got to put down the legs on it before you detach. That's an interesting little thing. You know, that was going to be a complaint, but now it's actually a feature. Now that I've seen you gotta do that, I'd count it as a feature. There is stuff ready to test absolutely everything in this pack, including some bales for the bale trailer itself. So, it's going to be pretty rapid fire with the testing. As all my mod spotlights tend to be. Let's fold up the legs, get over to our bucket of grain, which has no grain in the bucket right now, but we can deal with that in a second. Because this is why I'm tipping as well, is just so that I can refill the bucket of grain. It's a, you know, it doesn't test for the full fill level, but it tests enough that you'll see what the fill plane is like at a basic level at the very least. And it does seem like there's a... I'm going to have to test this with an in-game trailer, because the two sets of trailers I've tested now have had a weird issue. No, this one's fine. So it's something with the shape of this one that caused an issue with the tip shape, which is interesting. Because that's something that I've managed to reproduce now in 4 different trailers. was that weird shape on the fill level. It does the exact same thing as the other trailer, so that works nicely. Let's go for the next superstructure, which is going to be the Manure Spreader. And I've got a field that has nothing in it, so we can see how that works. The trailer itself, by the way, doesn't seem to actually be on the ground. It seems to be... Is it floating slightly? Is it a bit floaty? Creator tools to the rescue. Yeah, it's a tiny bit floaty. You can see there's a gap there between the road and the tires, whereas here there's a slightly smaller gap. This is also floating, as it turns out. So there is a bit of floatiness in the game. But it's a bit more pronounced with this trailer. It doesn't seem to want to reverse all that well either. It's interesting that the fact you've got to fold the legs manually. So let's get some manure into this. And I'm openly using this mod because why not? Don't know how to use it. Where's the... Have I done something stupid here? Can you refill me your spreader? Wonderful. So let's fill this up. Let's fill this completely up. You can see the fill level going up there. And it's, we won't fill it completely. 4,000 litres is going to be more than enough just to do a quick test of how it works. You can... Oh, you can't unfold this. That's a thing. Because the supports are on X, you can't actually unfold this unless it's a lower function. No. So presumably when you turn this on in a moment, well, when I turn this on in a moment, it'll flip the door up. Oh no, it just comes out the bottom. And you can put the doors down with mouse, the sides down with mouse control, so it's a bit easier to fill with a bucket. Which, that's interesting. Does it? It doesn't affect the fill level, so if you get this completely full, you can end up in a situation where it looks a bit ridiculous. So that's the manure spreader done. That's... It does turn off if you detach it while it's running. That's good to know, I guess. It does. It works as it should. So far, this mod is IT runnery. Very IT runnery, but not bad. I'm pleasantly surprised by it. Let's try out the Distillery Tanker now. And one of the legs on the Distillery Tanker has suddenly gone upwards for some reason. The fold animation is different, where it goes the entire way up. There's our fill point. And it fills up nicely. Let's see what the spray animation's like, and I'm going to be a bit cheeky here because I'm going to need silage or chaff at some point in the future, so let's spray some slurry on that. That looks really nice actually, that animation. Taken presumably from FS15. And, oh yeah, taken from FS15 and stretched to high hell. But it works, so you can't really complain. So that also is completely functional. Now for the final part of this pack, which is the Bale Fritter. And for this, we're going to need to go over there into, if you watch the class review, the field in which I did that. Or the class spotlight, I guess. Because I intentionally dropped straw because I knew there'd be a couple of Bale Traders in the contest. So let's see, any bells and whistles with this? You can... Oh no, that's just to raise and lower the thing. Interesting. How many tension belts does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tension belts in total. No way to fold the sides down. I'm only going to put the one bale on for now, just out of convenience. Also, is that... No, that was fine. Just going to put the one bale on out of convenience. Or for convenience. Because otherwise I'd spend far too long trying to get the bales stacked in nicely. Okay, that'll do. Ah, the sides have no collisions, so let's get some tension belts on. That is an issue. Okay, I know exactly what happened there. That is a function of the of another mod that's yeah, conflicting. That's an issue. That is a big issue, actually. So what's happened there is the Govile, which I do have activated for a future spotlight, that interacts with R, which is also the button to tie down the tension belts. That's a shame. I'm gonna guess this works fine. It looks nice. Works perfectly fine, I presume. Tension belts works tension belts. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me for today. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and do leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to check out the playlist of these spotlights as well, which I've been neglecting to mention. There's a playlist that should be appearing on screen any second now. I'll leave you by saying, I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Mod Spotlight even. Bleh. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.